because every team that wins the first game loses the next two.
Oh.
And I believe in Armel more than you. And it's just, if you don't get screwed by Tombstone, I think TNC takes it.
Okay, so we have a...
I think that this game on paper is a bit closer to me than the first game because I think TNC has a lineup that they're going to feel very confident with. I mean, I think they're going to get to a point where they wish Armel was on something a little bit bigger, but I think they have the answer to this eHome early game that's given a lot of teams problems.
Okay, and now we're actually going to get to see who is going to take this one. It can decide the series. We're hopping right in to our final series of the day.
Thank you so much. We got TNC versus eHome. The craziness on the panel is going to end now, but the craziness in your hearts, it's only starting. As it's myself, Lyrical and Fogged. My man?
Hello, hello. I'm clicking on heroes. I'm looking at items. We don't have anything out of the norm. Tim's has 3 mangoes on the Tusk. Sometimes you see like maybe a little bit more of like a salve. Maybe he'll have like the 2 tango salve and a mango, but gone for just very heavy on making sure that he can have mana always so he can make rotations. So eHome, I am a big fan of Fit Beyond. Honestly, this guy is very, very good. I also absolutely love his Tiny. He might be my favorite Tiny player. He did that build at the, what was it, the Miner, right? The Octarine build with the Avalanche cooldown. I know that's way later down the line, but he is such an aggressive player, and I think it's going to be a real treat to watch what he can do on this Tiny. Although, this game can look like it can be pretty tough for a Tiny.
He made Darkseer look aggressive. He was just running down the Juggernaut earlier. It was crazy.
It's crazy, man.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see him. You mentioned that Avalanche cooldown down to 3 seconds. And it does look like already they're trying to set up right now Tianming in the mid lane on this Lion, seeing if he can maybe find a courier snipe.
Yep. They know Razor is like that lane dominator. So you have like that little bit of better base damage and stuff, but you are very slow versus Razor. Razor's 290, but you're 280. You can easily get those links up on you, so they want to give a little bit of an advantage to the Deuce at the start.
Can you hear him dancing in the trees, though? That's the real question.
He cannot.
Like Ego, gonna wrap around here, as well as Tim's and Ninja Boogie are already in the area, seeing if somebody's gonna walk downhill, and they will spot out the Visage, but looks like he's just a bit too far away to try and make a go on him.
This is that move that we've seen eHome do quite a bit. They put that Visage in the safe lane, or they just rotate him around depending on what's going to be. And yep, Fitbeyond gets a 1v1 again. Still staying in mid, looking for this courier. Tianming.
And it feels like TNC might have an inkling that this is happening as Tim's trading hits, trying to bring it down. Why? And they will.
Tag team.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, tag team when you have 2 ranged heroes hitting on top of it as well, and you've got Frost Shield as well, keeping them slowed between those hits.
At some point, it's like, Lion, gotta come help me, man. I need a little bit of distance.
He's still there.
Maybe he could like try and gank Armel at level 1?
He's probably looking, and he's like, Armel's sitting at 200 HP. He's used his tangle. He's got to bring a salve soon.
Yeah.
He's got to be thinking himself, and I mean, the salve is going to start coming. He's probably telling his teammate too.
Oh, he's going to leave right now. No, you can't do it. Oh, that hurts.
He waited a minute and a half.
Oh, wait, no, or is he running at Razor? He's running at Razor.
Maybe he wants to get a kill.
It could be. Meanwhile, Y also taking some damage. It looks like he is going to dive underneath the tower in the tier 1 mid. Is Y almost going to go down? He sets the salve. They end up walking away with Armel, and he's going to bring the salve out to him too.
He just lived 1 attack. They almost got him. They even used the snake. They did the stun, and they used the snake on the range creep, so the second bounce hits the Razor, and he had a Fairy Fire, ends up being able to live out of that.
Jeez.
A lot of time spent there by Tianming.
No avail.
No, and his Visage is suffering because of it now. As well as Innocence, who again, they're throwing the tip on him.
I mean, this is Undying. Normally you think about this hero being so tanky and does have still the regen from the 3 mangoes, but it's not enough. They end up bringing him down, although Ninja Boogie will lose his life afterwards. So 3 kills so far in the early goings of this, as Razor was able to dodge away from one of those kills, and in spite of getting ganked early on, he's top of the CS right now in the mid lane.
Yep. This is like we were saying, like you're a Razor versus a Dusa, you're gonna get that link. You just have 10, 11 movement speed, everything counts in that mid matchup.
And now Tianming is back up top, and he goes down. I mean, God, Tusk just provides so much in these early goings.
Tusk and Lich. There's a reason that these heroes are either banned or first picked, because just the power that they can give in both defensive and aggressive potential. Because their spells just, they do both. The Snowball can be provided as defensive when he gets it, and Frost Shield is, yeah, both.
And it feels like eHome were thinking to themselves, okay, you know, why Innocence is going to be able to stay alive longer? He's this big, bad Undying, and it's not happening. They're getting ran over and over again. Ego is going to go down. Innocence looks like he will escape because Tag Team runs out. But every couple of seconds, because of this low cooldown on Tag Team, they're dying.
Yep.
Here you are. Okay, he's going to be able to back away. Hits the salve.
I think they're going to need some big stuff at Faith Beyond in this early game, because their top lane is going very rough. I mean, Visage has one last hit. Mid lane, it's Razor leading the way. So, yeah, Faith Beyond, he's really going to be the one to bring it together for his team as top just continues.
Dude, every time.
Well, they just can't stand. They can't do anything to this Tusk. He's got 10 stick charges, too. That time spent by the Lion in the mid lane, he spent a minute and a half there.
He's only had to use one mango. He keeps killing them.
And Armel constantly, because, you know, you're versus Dusa. Dusa's so slow. You're going to get like half of your link timing off, and that's more than enough.
So put this in the more macro sense for me. How detrimental is it to have your Visage this low last hits this early on?
He's level 2 at 4 minutes. This hero thrives at getting an early level 6 and just trying to punish. It's really, really, really problematic for eHome right now. It's pretty much just the Tiny having a good time. The supports are shut down entirely. The Visage's game is already so crippled. And there's a Tower Blade that's absolutely free farming in your face. It's not like you're getting trade kills on this Tower Blade at all. Gabby is 100% free farm.
They saw the rotation by the Lion there in the bottom lane as well. We saw the Arcane Rune pass by. Looks like TNC now are going to maybe make a play for the Bounty Runes as Tim's heads over that direction. And as soon as they move that direction, eHome have to back out. And already they've moved away to the jungle.
They like can't contest this top region like at all. This top lane is a total mess. The only way that eHome can fight this is if they bring one of the other cores. And the Dusa is not really one of those rotating cores. It has to be, like we were mentioning, Faith Beyond. He's got to be that big playmaker.
Oh my god. And it doesn't stop. The Frost Shield is there. Innocence looks like he is maybe going to die yet again, although the Grave Chill making it work for him. It's another punch and he will find it.
That was a long-range punch there. Even popped the mango. Thought he was out. Mid lane, Faith Beyond makes the move.
Armel, this is a big kill for them, and as you said, Faith Beyond needing to make plays, he does it.
Yeah. He's got to be fast with them, though, because he doesn't want to leave bottom too long either. So make the play, go back down there, and this top tower is just going to have to get sacked. Visage just, it's a level 2 Visage at almost 6 minutes.
The pace of this game is not going to allow eHome to catch back up easily, it feels like, at least for that Visage. Yeah, Jesus, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Now, bottom lane now, going on to Tiny, the lone bright spot. Oh, excuse me, not on the Tiny. It's onto the Underlord, and they're going to be able to find the kill. So Tiny is able to make the good play.
Yep. All right, Faith Beyond, like we mentioned, he just has to do so much work. Has to this game. Level 630 Tiny with the phase boots, top 2 net worth. The Deuce is not doing bad though. ASD, it's not like he's like super shut down. It's just he had a disadvantage in the mid lane. And now it's a Dusa. Gonna go jungle. We'll catch up. It's just the Visage. Will the Visage be able to catch back up is the question.
Yeah. Well, and eHome do have the type of heroes that can find kills on Terrorblade in the early goings also. Like level 6 on Lion when that eventually comes out.
Yeah.
Can be good stuff.
Tiny's got more than enough burst. Yeah. Even just like a soul assumption. We see the Ego is actually holding skill points too. He's just got 2 points spent right now. So saving to see if an opportunity comes. Maybe he can throw a soul assumption for a kill. If not, he'll just go for that usual Gravekeeper.
But it is still continuing to be an issue as 45 and 21 denies on the Terrorblade. 7 minutes in, it's a 3,000 gold lead.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. You got to deny. Good. He's doing it.
Dire are scanning.
Tim's. Lion is there. This kill goes their way. Tim's is fine.
Yeah, he's got a bracer. He's tanky. He's just going back in now. Armel's here.
Oh, God. And a lot of TNCs in the area. They're taking away a lot of damage. Faithion, see if he can bring down that Razor in time. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes. They get that kill. Now, Gabby, maybe a bit too far forward as well. Is eHome going to make this work? They're going to start to get the damage back from Dusa, but great shards.
Oh, that was excellent there by Tim's. Got to be careful, especially on that shrine. Like, Shrine's probably not the place you still want to take too much of a fight when you don't have all your heroes there. Or meta available. And Faithbeyond, he knows his role. He knows what he needs to do in this game. We keep mentioning, right? Every time there's a fight that he can get to, he has to make the move. He's getting himself some runes like almost every time too. Gets the Arcane earlier, now has a regen. Ninja Boogie will probably die here.
Oh, easy peasy kill. Regen and 1,200 gold on the Tiny now. Feels like Blink could be a pretty good option there. Sometimes you do run into issues, obviously.
Oh, gets the courier as well.
All right.
Faithbeyond's just doing everything.
Faithbeyond the player.
He's like, guys, you need gold? All right, I'll kill courier. Oh, you need me to help the team? All right, I'll kill them. All right, what next? And he's just looking to hunt because he's got full mana from that regen rune. So that's gonna, I mean, that's gonna give a good amount of breathing room to eHome, even though they did get their jungle invaded during all that, and there is wards placed. So now they are watching the Medusa farming.
Oh, this is a big wraparound here if they can find it. So they bring in the Lion and the Visage. Getting the extra experience would be huge, and Charlie looking for that toss back. Doesn't find the toss back. Rior might be able to escape now as Ninja Boogie is in the area, but it looks like no. The Soul Assumption, the extra right clicks, that's more than enough. And Ego gets the kill.
I like that Ego's actually just like, screw it. I'm just going to come to these type of fights, these type of plays, just so I can get the levels. Because they're such high levels now. Look how much he gets when he gets a kill. He was level 2, what, a couple minutes ago? Shows up in the top fight, shows up down here. Now pretty much has that level 6 finished up.
And what else are you going to do as a Visage? You can't jungle.
No,
like,
definitely not.
Definitely the play to make. He has a long road to go to catch back up. Below the Tusk, barely above the Lion.
But he gets, I mean, he hits a pretty strong like peak point when he gets hits 6 and that Dominator. Yeah. He's very good versus the majority of the heroes on the side of TNC.
Things starting to come together a little bit for your eHome here.
Yeah.
Gabby is getting towards his Yasha. Does have level 8 already and top of the net worth. Suddenly, it's not feeling quite so insurmountable.
Yeah. Gabby, you can see how far he's like pushed up farming because of those deep wards they've placed. They pretty much have like all the information in the world on the side of TNC to know where eHome is right now.
eHome get 3 bounties.
They do. There's quickly diminishing that gold lead as well as that experience lead, which were 4,000 gold-ish and 2,000 experience-ish now. Picked down quite a big margin. And yeah, Faithbeyond. Probably, like you said, the Blink Dagger, saving up the 2K. Hasn't queued it up yet, but you more likely imagine. And another Arcane rune. So he is really, he's really getting some good RNG on this bottom rune.
Yeah, it's been top tier.
Yeah.
I mean, hypothetically, he could go like a Shadow Blade or something too, maybe if he wanted to like try and scale more. I feel like that they've kind of stopped the bleeding a little bit in a way.
I think this is a Blink game.
Okay.
I think he wants to be the one who like gets like a toss back or start the fight, like something like that. I hope we see a fun like rift and he tosses the guy away from the rift.
Oh yeah,
I'm hoping for something like that from it. But yeah, eHome, they've really found their footing now. This Visage is now able to actually push up forward, has the gloves of haste, like we said, almost that Dominator, and they're looking to put pressure on this tower. They've got a glyph. They even they have a wave, they have a catapult, they glyph the wave to make sure that they can push versus that Underlord.
Look at this. He ate through the tree there, so the Underlord is still sitting in this area and has 2 points in the pit. If people TP into this, wow, it's still such a hard fight to take. But they're going to slow it down a little bit. The pit goes, and Faithbeyond jumps in. Rior just runs back the other way. Okay, Faithbeyond's kind of in an awkward spot now. What is happening here?
He's got a blink up in a second.
Is he going Armel?
He's going in.
Have a toss. Finger comes out immediately. He's gone. They drop down the tombstone now. And it looks like Rior just needs to run away. So the juke ends up not paying off, actually, as they will lose the Razor and eventually just take the tower.
Gabby gets some space, at least in that top lane, continue to pressure forward onto that tier 2 top. But yeah, eHome, bring everyone, almost everyone, make sure they can get it as the Dusa continues to jungle. ASD, level 11. Just able to sit there. No, they had wards watching the Dusa farm, but they have not been able to make a move to actually invade and take eHome's jungle over. And look at that, 1K gold lead now from eHome. Just from these little moves.
For the Tiny, another big rune.
Another one, oh my goodness.
And now he's moving into position and still has it not popped as of yet. Shard's going to catch Faithbeyond. He might get caught there in a pit again. No, he's able to walk away. This initiation look. They could go for a toss-back play like you were talking about, but like they're going to go for it. But it's eHome now in the lead.
Yeah. And look at Ego bottom, putting pressure on the tower, forcing a reaction.
Looks like he's going to have that Helm of the Dominator finished off now. 12, 13 minutes.
That's not bad. It's not fantastic, but he's ahead of the Underlord, and he was ahead of the Underlord in farm before that tower died.
No. Big plays all around after a disastrous laning stage, and now TNC, the ones that are going to need to figure out, okay, what do we do at this point? I mean, play around the TB seems like the most likely option. Do they need more items before they start to group up, do you think?
Yeah, probably. But they don't want this to happen. Look at this. Look at this Medusa. Oh my god. There is a lot of stacks here and a tombstone to ensure that they will all die.
Yeah, that is really scary. I mean, you see here lane creeps, but...
Look at that neutrals.
And it's going to keep going up right now.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Haven't even finished off the biggest Ancients as of yet.
And they're still... Look at this bottom. Like, eHome have 3 heroes positioned down around this tier 2. They're pressuring this tower. This is big moves for them. TNC not really making much moves in the last few minutes. After having that, like, blunder bottom, it's been eHome all over.
Dire's top tower is
Now they're
under
starting to poke this top tower here. And we've seen Armel, he's gone for like just some stat items. I think, what is that, the drum that's coming out too? Yeah, just tread, 2 wraiths and a drum, just some type of tank ability, because we saw an Abbott toss with a finger and he's done. Razor's just gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Medusa moves in. Starts to beat into Tim's a little bit, but really it's just to finish off farming here on these stacks, and now a 2,000 gold lead for eHome. It doesn't matter what the battles are showing up, it's little fights and the hitting the creeps that really matters.
Yeah. Just some better movement, better distribution of resources too. It's really just, I mean, Gabby's farming. Gabby's got the SNY. But you see Armel has completely stagnated on the Razor.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the panel was mentioning it too. It's like the Razor. Like, Razor's gotten buffed, of course. It's a hero that now has a lot more potential, but it still can hit that same kind of like that brick wall as a Razor's. You have a great game, you die once or twice, and your game's just done.
The slowdown here onto Tim's, this support that did so much in the early game, and they're going to throw out the finger here. Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. Innocence might have gone too far yet again. It looks like Tim's might die to this undying tombstone, and Faith Beyond jumps in. Abatos connecting here onto Armel. He's just gone as well. So far, 2 for 1. Pretty good for eHome as they take the lead, and now tossing forward yet again onto that line. They kill off Ninja Boogie.
Every time I see Faith Beyond, he has a rune. He had an arcane rune during that fight too, so even more spells being able to get tossed out. I think did the zombies last hit both of those? Yeah, they did. But again, Armel shows up, and it's a Razor getting walked in and just getting Ava comboed.
Yeah. I mean, it's that weird moment where it's like drums to sort of get that movement speed, stay alive, but really need the BKB. And if you go the BKB, then you're not really doing much in the fights.
Yeah, almost feels like he needs it. Almost feels like maybe even like a Hood would have been a pretty decent option versus all this magic burst that's coming out. But he wants to also have potential to, you know, be a right clicker as well too.
Yeah,
it is tough, and this Deuce is just getting. I mean, ASD's getting all the space in the world.
No more runes for you. Faith Beyond caught for the moment, but is he going to be able to walk away at about half HP? Looks like he is eventually going to be taken down. That's a big kill, and immediately into Roche. eHome are here, though.
They've got a Vlad's on the Underlord. They've got the tag team, too, which is going to make it quite a bit faster, but eHome has placed down the Tombstone.
Scary stuff. A big battle of Bruin. They are already getting some zombies spawned. In a sense, walking forward, they already take down that Undying.
He pulled them at, like, I think he did that, like, intentionally just running up there, pulling the Tower Blade out of the pit. Like, Meta's only got a quarter left on it. They're popping the drum. They're trying to force this.
This is dangerous. They're sending in the Visage Birds as well. They're already, the first one dead. A good Earth Spike goes in already from the get-go. Rio's down to low HP. They're going to pop the Medusa ulti and try and walk into the middle of everybody. Armel having to back away. The jump in. Faith Beyond, he found him. The Avatar, he's taking down Rose. He snatched the Aegis though from Gabby. So they're able to get it, and the Sunder gets off as well. Gabby might be able to do enough here. And with that Chain Frost bouncing back and forth, TNC do it.
Oh my god, the Chain Frost just did so much damage. The Sunder into Chain Frost, perfect. And he gets the Aegis too.
I mean, they didn't get the last hit on Roche, but that's fine. It looks good from Faith Beyond, but
I think he got, he got like trapped in the pit or something for a second, because he popped the DD through the stun toss and everything, but just wasn't quite there to finish off the TV. And Dusa not able to get in the midst of it all. Still a 3K gold lead for eHome, but TNC, they didn't lose the Aegis, and that ends up somehow working out for them. That looked so scary for a second.
That was nutty.
especially with the 3-man Earth Spike into the familiar stun.
Yeah.
The Lion getting killed there, though, them not having that little bit extra. If they had the finger, he was able to actually get it off. Wasn't, of course, he walked in and got focused heavily.
I mean, again, the plus side of this is, you know, eHome to me don't feel like the team that's on the timer. They have a Medusa, I guess in a way, because like Visage sort of feels weird late game, but well, he also feels weird late game if he's just getting killed off here in the jungle. It doesn't feel good if you're that.
Nope.
Lack of survivability. And birds.
They can get both.
Oh.
They got the extra hit.
They're smoking up with the other 3 now. Do they want to try and take this fight? What's going on here? It's just baiting the Dusa.
He's looking to force movement back. They're breaching.
They won't have meta, but they still do a lot of damage, and they have Underlord ulti too. Might be that moment for the toss plays you were talking about if they do pop Dark Rift.
I mean, that's a meta force. This tower is going down.
Okay, they do have it. Back up again. Ava toss, down low, done. That's only the Aegis, but he's going to be coming back in a second. Faith Beyond, down to about 2/3 HP. They're going to pop that Stone Gaze and trying to walk away. Gabby yet again, Chain Frost, bouncing back and forth. Innocence is already dead. Tim's just runs into the midst of all of them and trying to find Sunder. They get the Sunder, and now ASD needs to just whack away. Reflection does too much damage. Faith Beyond, toss forward, trying to kill off Armel. There is a horde of undead chasing down all of TNC, and Armel is just going to have to give up his life for the cause, and maybe more of them. Lynch walks forward, trying to make sure that Rior and the Terrorblade can get out. So they lose 3, and, well, they did get that tier 3 tower at least.
Again, a great Sunder and a pretty decent Chain Frost. It actually bounced a lot on the creeps and all that there, but yeah, a little bit of a overextension. They get punished. They were like, oh, we got the Sunder and the Dusa, trying to get, oh my god, zombies. Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Definitely have to be careful. The Lion also, Tianming got the instant hex as soon as the Terrorblade revives, so it puts him in a little bit of an awkward spot for his team. They do claim the tier 3.
Yeah.
Bounty runes now.
Another one of these sort of tough moments, I think, as the game goes on later is going to be when you get that reflection cooldown for Terrorblade, because then you can't just manta it off as easily for Dusa.
Yep. And it also, I mean, it's pretty painful because Dusa is one of those where, you know, you split shot and everything. If your teammates are next to you and there's a reflection going on, you might just kill your Lion by accident.
20 minutes in, 16 to 14. Dusa, top of the net worth.
Thing is that we were mentioning, though, it's TB, the reflection, all good, especially versus the Dusa. My big issue that I'm seeing is still, look at Armel.
Yeah.
7,000 net worth on the Razor. He's going to be going for that Solar Crest into the BKB.
Okay.
Which will make him, I mean, when he has both, he's going to be pretty tanky and pretty reliable to just run in frontline for his Terrorblade. But the scaling factor, I mean, the Tiny, the Deuce, and the Visage are just doing a little bit better across the board.
And they're the type of heroes that feel like they can do more in the fights. Obviously, if you get a link off on Dusa, that changes things around a lot. Yep. But it would be an issue. That'd be kind of interesting if you get the link on Dusa and her reflection starts doing more damage than she does.
Yeah, that's true. I actually thought ASD might have gone for the next item for the Hurricane Pike because he got the Lance to get that like distance, but they don't have any way to push him away from the link. But it almost feels like they don't really mind. Like, if Armel just runs in and tries to link the Dusa, he's dead, it feels like. He's just going to get comboed, get all the spells thrown at him.
Yeah, at least until BKB. Like,
until
maybe
BKB
changes things.
Yeah, but maybe BKB, then we'll see the Hurricane Pike get switched up, get added in there for the Dusa. She's just going for that Butterfly, which she almost actually has.
You know, the other thing that's kind of cool about the...
Actually, she does. She wants to get it.
This might actually have to wait for a second, as it looks like the wraparound is coming right now from TNC. The only one not in this group is the Tusk, who's heading over that direction towards the mid. Another smoke up coming. ASD, he's the one that's going to reveal himself. The instant Earth Spike coming out, though. And can they bring down this Terrorblade in time before the Sun comes off in time? Gabby trying to get it off. He does fall. Big kill there, no buyback, and it looks like the rest of TNC just need to get the hell out of there. They've already lost the Razor as well, so the 2 cores going down, and Tim's is gonna fall. Disaster in the river.
Ego just standing there in the front lines waiting for his team. Great chain CC. Onto that Terrorblade. Also gets hit by like a Mystic Snake and loses all of his mana instantly.
Yeah, that was really rough.
It was like perfect positioning by eHome there. Just having that there, they get the Stone Gaze off too. Armel can't even walk into the fight, just gets stoned and died.
A toss back now, and from bad to worse, they're going to lose the Underlord, the main D pusher, and for 45 seconds, he's going to have buyback now. As it looks like with Terrorblade respawning, they might be able to make something happen here.
They used meta in the last fight, though.
Yeah.
It's on cooldown for 100 seconds.
It's really tough to make anything work. And the Pit of Malice down. They're trying to catch ASD. They can maybe keep him under control. The shards are there as well. They've already lost the Lich, though, but they might be able to bring down this Deuce. She's still caught in the moment. And it looks like now they're eventually going to have to back out.
Yeah, she lost a lot of damage to the resetting.
Well, a tier 3 tower taken for both teams.
Radiant's top
But
shrine.
it's a 10,000 gold lead for eHome.
I feel like it's pretty rare that I've been seeing Solar Crest picked up, and I love this item right now in the patch, just the way it's been changed. It's more expensive, but it's interesting because it provides so much now. There's like attack speed it can provide, like movement. There's so many weird things now that people don't really consider with it.
Well, and the thing I think is when you've got a central hero to your draft like the Medusa, getting it and throwing it on her, giving her that extra 70 attack speed feels really good.
Yeah. I mean, Visage is one of the ones that still buys it like pretty much every time, but
yeah,
it's an item that I still do really like. It's hard to get now on your supports. It's just so expensive.
So 24 minutes in, 16 to 19.
10k gold.
Yeah, it's eHome in a really good position. That Roche fight just...
Yeah. And the experience, too. Just the... I mean, it's been a lot of the fights, but also the way that they played a lot of that early game, right? It was 4 heroes or 3 heroes running around making stuff happen, while Deuce just hit Ancients.
Yeah. Sure enough. I thought after the Roche fight it was going to get a little bit better for him, but
yeah,
such luck.
And look at ASD. Look at ASD. He's like, I don't... Scotty? No, I don't need Scotty. I've queued up a second butterfly.
Oh my god.
And they're looking to go for this high ground again.
And why not, right?
Force that reaction back. Did they see the Underlord not in position just yet?
I don't know if they can deal with Medusa at this point. She's got the level 20 talent, 700 mana. It's feeling more and more difficult to take any type of fight when they're in position. And they are in position. Got the Solar Crest buff on the Medusa, hitting it so quickly. Sending out the illusions afterwards.
You see
go for the resummon.
And Faith Beyond also, he sees like mid-waves kind of push, so he walks toward the mid-wave while they're pushing top, kills the whole creep wave just to, kind of fix their lanes, because their lanes are, the other 2 lanes are in a pretty bad spot for eHome. So they've got to go fix that, pick up these bounties. But they've taken out 2 of those tier 3 towers already. And they're getting so much out of it, like 14,000 gold lead. And Armel, we were talking about how he stagnated a while ago. He's still pretty much at the same thing. He's finished the Solar Crest, but you don't feel that strength coming out from him, even if with this. It's just, what does that really provide for him? Really needs BKB.
It feels like there needs to be some type of a change in the philosophy here from TNC, because if they just let Medusa walk up and do that again, the exact same thing is going to happen.
Yeah. But what is it, though? They're in a tough spot.
Right.
The Underlord and the Razor aren't farming well. It's pretty much just the Terrorblade farming, and Terrorblade can't carry this by himself.
And Medusa has her second butterfly.
Oh my. And queued up a third one.
This is the new build, ladies and gents.
Yeah, they have to run, though. Look at the reflection. They actually, the other heroes have to move away from that reflection.
Oh my god. All right. I mean, she hits really, really fast.
She sure does, especially with Solar Crest thrown on top.
It's an insane amount of damage. You normally think like BKB or something, right?
Nah.
Like, replace a Wraithband. Get a BKB
Third
in
butterfly.
there.
Let's go. No, he's just like, what's going to kill him in this game? Their damage is a little weird on the side of TNC, right? It's like their magic damage and their physical, they have this percentage one, but the TB and the Razor trying to do damage versus a Deuce is like impossible.
All right, well, they thought about going on Faith Beyond, but ASD is up front center in the middle of everybody. This fight could go terribly, but the Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. It's starting to do a good bit, and the Stone Gaze is kind of going to wear off here, and eHome in a precarious position as they're somewhat separated. Innocence, the one that's going to get gone after first, but eHome is up on the high ground, and now TNC may be in a bad position themselves. So they are going to have to take this fight very carefully. Undying could buy back, but he'd have to get through all of TNC to make it happen. The Pit of Malice is down already. Now the Firestorm to follow. ASD still at very high HP and mana. The turn now comes. Tim's no mana left on him at all, so he can't snowball to try and live through this one as the birds are on top of him. ASD starting to get laid into by the Terrorblade, and Gabby is able to find two. He takes down another. ASD's doing nothing in this fight at all. Faith Beyond trying to keep him alive, but I mean, he's missing a lot because he's got 2 butterflies, but triple kill for Gabby.
Oh my goodness. That positioning there, just... They threw down their tombstone and their stone gaze and just couldn't actually take the fight properly. They don't have people to actually keep them in it. Oh, man.
And if you have 2 butterflies, you know what's a good item? MKB. And Terrorblade has it.
Yeah, hey, he's got it. He didn't have it before that fight, but now he does. And Faith Beyond walks in and will also die.
Medusa doesn't have buyback. 60 seconds.
That's a Roche. Well, Armel was able to get 2 full links on Medusa in that fight, too. Massive. Actually wasn't getting bursted down this time. So that's Aegis and Cheese now. What a... All right, turn of events.
I mean...
Look at that swing on the graph, too. It's just, I mean, it doesn't show yet, so we'll wait a little bit. But it's got a swing. It's pretty big.
I believe you. But yeah, MKB coming out on the courier right now for Gabby. They're still dead for 30 seconds on Dusa. Don't know if they can really get that much done, although the creeps are in the top lane. They're going to start to put some pressure on here with the Aegis. The Tusk TP's home?
They're going to rift back, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they come in with everybody.
This is an Aegis and Cheese push now. This is pretty intimidating. Now they can do the same thing as you were talking about the Medusa, solo crush the Terrorblade.
Yeah. The danger part, of course, is that they don't have the Dark Rift to get out. So if the Tombstone is going to be dropped, suddenly you don't have a way out. You just need to be able to either take this fight or get out of there. And now they pull back in Gabby. Aegis is dead. TNC, what do you do at this point? Are you going to leave your Terrorblade completely alone?
I don't think you can help him there.
And you can see it feels really bad. And actually, Tim's is going to lose his life.
He was going to try to go for some type of snowball, blink snowball.
Oh, and they break the TP of Armel.
Oh my god.
From bad to worse, TNC just can't get away from fights when they fight up here in this top lane.
And they actually catch the speedy Razor, though.
Oh, they're looking for him, and the Earth Spike comes out. They have the Hex to follow up, and Faith Beyond ends the fun, so...
They lost the melee Rex, but they get a pretty big kill there with that toss back from Faith Beyond, putting this Terrorblade in absolute no man's land.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
For the dead.
Oh, 30 minutes, and we're seeing yet again one of those sort of very back and forth types of games.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the Lions build too. The Blink Force early on here.
Yeah.
Been able to get a lot out of this map so far.
You probably get Ninja Boogie here.
Oh.
Running around the Rosie a little bit. Next Hex and Stun should be able to get him once he steals more mana. Ah, they're throwing the tomb. No juking for you, Ninja Boogie.
Oh, get that damage. Immediate buyback.
And the base.
Toss back. Rior. Seen it a couple times from him. He's in trouble.
God, he's just dead.
Okay, no
a
buyback.
Too much damage.
Wait, he's going to have buyback back up in 7 seconds. He might have the gold for it as the melee barracks is going to go down. And, I mean, Faith Beyond is looking. He could jump in again if he wants to here. Another toss back could be another kill. He's thinking about it. He's within range anyways, that sentry.
There you go. There's your BKB you wanted on the Doomstone. Still hasn't gone for her own Hurricane Pike. She does have 2 Force Staffs on her team, though, to try to push her away from the Razor.
Yeah. So 31 minutes, 14,000 gold lead, and eHome for a little bit of a kerfuffle. Able to pull it back now.
Yeah, they're still fine.
Yeah. I mean,
losing that melee Rex hurts, but
you were talking about it at the end of last game that it felt like eHome were kind of in control from early on, and you felt like maybe they were just getting a little bit too cavalier with their play last time.
Yeah.
Similar thing here, maybe.
Similar. Last game I looked and I was pretty confident in the Shadow Fiend and like the 2 cores that they had versus the AM, but they were making like a lot of mistakes. It seemed like they were just comfortable. They're like, yeah, we can go to late game. It's okay.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it's kind of feeling a bit similar here.
Yeah.
Because they're probably like, we've got so much farm on our 3 cores, and they're probably clicking on Armel and thinking the same thing. It's just a Terrorblade really that they have to worry about.
Right.
So they're getting so much farm, and yeah, now ASD he's got an inventory full. Of course, he's got the Hurricane Pike finally queued up.
Okay. I do like the 2 butterflies though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks a little. He just looks kind of squishy, right? Like without the Scotty, your HP looks low. And like when he gets Hurricane Pike, he's like max until he gets Moonshard. So he's got to start like replacing stuff soon. Maybe just get rid of the treads. See. Top lane is still, of course, the momentum going in TNC's side.
Looks like ASD is going to reveal that he was smoked up there, and 3 of the heroes behind him. Top lane, split pushing coming from Tims. Doing whatever he can, trying to get towards, I would imagine maybe a Spirit Vessel next. With a Tusk. See if that's the route he wants to go. 7 split shots targets for the Medusa.
He doesn't have any modifiers
right?
anyway, right? I guess he literally didn't go for any modifiers this game, so.
Yeah. Kind of cool against all the TB illusions. I mean, how often are there going to be that many targets?
It's 10 extra.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a lot.
What if the bonus ones hit people twice? That would be broken.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any modifiers, so it's like, why would he go for the other one?
Yeah.
If he goes for a modifier after this, I know especially Dominic will be really upset, but it looks he's queuing up a rapier, so that's not a modifier.
No. It does modify how much damage you do.
This is, yes.
It increases it.
This is true. TNC still all kind of. They're still playing like very poised around each other, and you know they're looking to go for a kill here. Gabby gets tossed back
Again, it happens, but BKB the turn. In some trouble now, maybe. They're seeing if they can do it. Gabby now instead going to have to turn and run away. Snowball, keeping them all alive. The Chain Frost is still going there for the moment, and now the walkway is the whole duration of the BKB from Gabby, though, and also not BKB. The jump in, able to find it. Can they kill him off in time? Yes. Terrorblade dead, no buyback. He's 500 gold away. And now TNC truly in trouble as Tims just wants to drag this creep wave past. But I don't think it's going to end up working out for them that well as they even glyph and get the kill.
They even glyph the wave to make sure they can keep putting this pressure on.
They know their win condition, and they are going to be able to just walk down this lane. They might think the Terrorblade has buyback because he hasn't had to yet, but considering that he's not now at this point, as eHome are storming the base, it looks like this could be just about the end of it.
Yeah,
GG called.
Oh, and they tip Armel right before they kill him again, too. Yeah, I mean, it felt like Armel's game just completely stopped, right?
Yeah.
He got a couple of good links off in that one fight that they were able to turn a bit there, but yeah, the Razor just felt, it just still feels like it's that hero where you have to be really keeping the ball rolling, because as soon as you stop, if you make any type of mistakes, this hero just, yeah, like I said, hits a brick wall and you feel pretty useless.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this final series here of the day. eHome taking it 2-0 over TNC. We're going to head back now to the panel, see what their thoughts were about that game number 2.
And with taking that one as well, they are going to take that second place in their group as well. So that means they are going to go into that upper portion of the bracket. A big victory here for eHome. But we have to talk just a little bit about what happened in this final game of the day. TNC, we talk about it on the panel quite a bit today, that maybe they're having some struggles with closing out quite a few of their games. Is that the issue here, or is it a whole other beast?
There's a bit, I think in game 1, it was much more the nature of the
seize the opportunity and seizes the moment.
So far, Zai, while he hasn't, like, he can barely exist in the bot lane anymore, as we just saw, right? That's why he left her. But his movements are pretty efficient in making sure that Anti-Mage almost always has cleave, and Monkey King can now get his hands on it as well.
That's you are giving Universe new reign of this. Having a really good time.
Or at least keeping the Terrorblade pressured, though.
True.
Like, he's more or less metamorphing just to farm creeps. He's not really getting guitar pressure. He's not really able to exist in lane.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to, because he has this Yavar Venom that's doing it for him.
Don't want to puppy. Gale's going to come out. He's got the snowball to work with. Won't have to use it, though. A little bit of aggression there. Nothing too much. MSS. Gonna go for the roll away. Can make his escape. Mid one was silenced up, so no balance strike.
He kicked him away and then... Very well done by us. Not really the hardest play, but still. Yavar.
Anti-Mage, don't be fooled by CS. He's not actually that rich. He's 1,000 gold behind Slardar right now. Moving forward, looking on a Yavar. Ice Shard's block out his escape. He's trying to get through the big gap. It's a little bit too low. He will be ran down. Nice kill coming in. Now the roll. They're trying to turn around. Oh, the dodge! Beautifully done by mid one. No slivering crush for Universe.
That's done. Connect. I think they kill him 2%, but without that.
Point 2 vulnerability window. Free skill point. For some reason, this was added.
It's so good. It's so ridiculously.
I mean, you can dodge everything, right? You can dodge a sliver. We saw RPs. You can dodge this as well.
Everything.
Practically everything. Yeah, like not except for ones that are consistent, like black hole. You're gonna get stuck in a black hole, kid. So don't dream of dodging black holes because it doesn't work. In the bot lane. Oh, Wukong's gonna go down. They should be able to lock in Universe. The Wolfman's trying to escape. The Ice Guards aren't coming out though. Not enough mana. Finally, they'll lock him in. He's gonna turn around the 12 mid. Does actually get the lifesteal, but now he needs to be careful. He's gonna be silenced up. He's actually gonna lose it. Jorba looks at a slivering crush. It should be enough to bring him down. And a Puppy, he didn't pay attention to his mana pool. He was too much short.
I actually expected Universe to go for Puppy. They could have taken him 100. Well, but he was I was afraid of the repercussions. He reports in and gets a counter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's not about the mana. This is a beast. This Slardar is top of the Netflix right now, and if you want to kill him, especially now when he has completed his lads, if you want to kill the Slardar, you have to commit for heroes. It's not enough that you will only commit your monkey class.
I mean, sure, but if you trap him in the Wukong, you get the Jingle sooner. There's a possibility there.
I still think Slardar wins. I don't care. Like, this hero is just so strong. It's ridiculous. Like, he doesn't even have a Berserker yet. You saw how tanky he was.
This is true. He has got bats, which makes him pretty scary in itself. And both teams throwing up in the bot lane, actually. The true victors, of course, are Venom Hunter and Anti-Mage that are nowhere to be seen because they're busy farming.
When we're actually going for that whale, as 3 raid hands into the whale, might walk straight into them. But this is a good part. Veno, you just toss that Lake Ward, scout for you, 3 wards everywhere. It's gonna be so annoying for this Lion. He's actually going for red plants. And I can't blame him. It would be so annoying to buy that blink and only be able to use it once you smoked up because of all the Lake Wards.
Done. Magnus a bit away, but stunned up on the spot. Snowball will save him. They're gonna turn it around. And they will be able to do exactly that. War's punch again. Another down. Finger doing sure. A little bit overkill. Now Anti-Mage a little bit deep. Can blink away. He's their Vlad's holder. He can't go down. They need him to sustain.
He came here only to get the powered anyway, so he's fine.
The farming.
Yeah, back to farming. That's it.
Life of the AM. Living life on the edge here as well.
These creeps are insane, I swear. You have to be careful against them. There.
As he's running right now. You can actually just see Yapsor waiting in case he needs a hex there.
Yeah.
So you're right there, buddy? I'm not sure. Just give me a few moments and finally get the shrine off. Back to defend the bot because UI is pushing him with the wards.
It's interesting that Terrorblade resolution on his TB is able to be on par with this AM as power. At least so far he's been able to keep up. I don't think he's able to do so any longer. AM just needs to get powered every time and can roll out of control with farm.
He also has a big XP advantage right now. 2 levels difference.
Yeah, TB has no buffer. He has no... I mean, yeah, he doesn't fight, but he has no empower on farm faster or anything.
Oh, just keep him pressuring this bot lane, which means that a lot of heroes from Secret just have to exist in this area. 2/3 of the map just belongs to Anti-Mage and Terrorblade right now.
Going in.
They're thinking about oh, yeah. Wukong comes down. Max as well. You want. Let's get his armor off. He's going to fall. Mid one to sustain himself for the time being. Ty's doing a lot of damage. He needs a target, and he won't find it. Instead, he'll be going down.
It's one fall, and now Yapsor has no well.
Is he going to be okay? He's got Hex. Can't get close enough. Says, no, MSS. Back away. Good stuff. Zai, he has got the RP to work with, but they haven't got the damage, really. No finger for 50 seconds.
That fight there actually good. Like, imagine when Veno gets his level up and Veil, and Earth Spirit gets his levels out as well. They managed to get those levels. Like, they're going to be dishing out so much damage. Just the 2 of them with their ultimate. It's going to be ridiculous.
Suffice to say, XP versus BKB timings is going to be important here. XP for full gaming and BKB is the secret.
Just like right, but in this one, for secret, BKBs are so important. Perhaps not on AM, but on Monkey, definitely. You want to kill those items so fast. You want to kill the secrets, you want your man.
You do. Smoke movement coming out from secret though. This will help them get all the items. They can find a few kills, and they're going to look to connect with Yoa in the mid lane. And trees ready to move forward. Puppy the ball's in. And the Gale will slow things down a little bit. They've got the ice cast to work with. Oh no, Puppy! That's not how you use that. Sure. Roll it. They're going to turn around. Stance on the two from MSS. They can't get close. Smash. Slow down mid one though. No mischief to work with, and stunned up. Dead.
That damage. That bad. Cloudar is such a secure. I love it.
Instant punishment for your mistakes there, and Puppy will be kicking himself over that one.
I think they could have waited a second longer for the Lion to come closer so that they take Yapzor into that snowball too. And then they definitely have bigger chances of killing that Venomancer. But the way they did it was a little bit off. Ice Shards didn't connect, Lion wasn't there. Even though the Gale didn't connect from Venom, they still... now he has that Venomancer.
Alright, just watching Nisha dance around with Slardar without realizing SS. It's got to roll out. They look to hold in place. Orange punch, bat away. Looking to escape. Strike there, connects on the two. Now Soulman's to be there. A little bit too late. The Universe out to Sunny can go and Wukong still come out in time. Just stun him. He'll finally throw it down. Can actually fight in the middle of this though. He's got so much armor to work with. Mana Boy on the side will get rid of SVG and Nisha. Chasing for more. Universe will use Spring Crush. Looking to move away. It's dragged back by Zai though. They just need to burn for his mana pretty quickly here. Mana Void already being used. Yaps will try to get in range, but he can't. Moves a little bit too far with the sprint. Balance strike. Mid one going in. Gale's going to be there. Dodges out. RP drags him in. Buyback comes out from Grimstroke. The finger across will get the kill in the Universe. You are trying to burn Nisha, but not the choice. Zai will look to TP away. It will be successful in doing so. They just watch Nisha as he farms. Oh, they're going to try and go for this. Boulder Smash slows him down a bit. Go think away and he'll TP out. Well, way too late to find a kill.
Pretty well dodged by Nisha there again. Cloudar managed to die somehow.
The finger. It's a good old line. I mean, it hurts pretty bad. Yeah, it's on cooldown, but now it's got 2, so an extra 100 damage on it. And if he does this right, he can easily have level 2 finger by the time he uses it again.
Great into the pit. You have that hit. You also have that Lads Cloudar, and this is an easy rush for them.
Well, there's no way to contest. Secret committed the Wukongs. They committed the RP.
They have nothing. They have nothing to contest it. But at least this is giving space. He has a Battle Fury, he has the Empower as well. A little bit of an overkill, I would say. Perhaps Battle Fury wasn't really necessary. He has.
I think there's an argument for it, right? Because we talked about this before. Magnus core versus support. It's when you're a core, you have to be out on the map. You have to do things. You can't just follow an anti-mage around.
That's definitely. But right now, anti-mage is free to just go anywhere, and so is Magnus, so they're not tied up together. But
damn, just fun.
Yeah, they might have to be tied up very soon. Yeah, and rogues are big tower.
Yeah, the plague is doing a lot of damage to this tower, actually. There's no way to actually contest him. This is going to be a slow tower, but we'll be counting on less. Meanwhile, Resolution Memphis has ended, so it's just taking over the jungle and is farming.
I'm actually surprised he shouldn't manage to creep here on inland.
I was expecting it. I looked past, I was like, okay, they're coming by anyway. I mean, mid one's been doing this so far, but to run out of mana, he may have to back off. Meanwhile, let's get silenced up. I'll let him pursue here, though, because he knows reinforcements are close by.
Like, Secret is one of those teams that does so well when they're behind. They just create space for themselves. And some small things like what mid one is doing, jumping across the trees and creep skipping the top lane, or AM creep skipping the mid lane, they mean a lot. AM did not creep skip in this particular situation, but usually he does.
If bad.
Yeah, if he had, it's instantly stops the push for the gaming, and it buys more time for that age to expire. And after the aegis expires, you're on even ground again, right?
Yeah, that's all. 1200 gold now. He's slowly making his way towards this. It might be a bad timing at this rate, actually, for how the game's been going.
I don't think he has that plan, so Blink is on time. It's fine. The thing is, though, this Terrorblade is keeping up very well with the AM. Only 1k behind. He's doing really well, considering he has no empower, nothing like that.
And his team applying pressure well. Onishi just blew in. Just trying to protect himself. Crosshair comes out. All the stars and stacked on top of him. That's going to be a very dead anti-match. And reinforcements in time. Oh, they blink forward. Yapsor revealed himself. He has got the Hex to work with. There's actually a tower nearby, so they won't pursue. Monkey King. He's here. He could go for the Wukong's play. They're trying to backstab. They'll give up the tower. They'll forfeit. They're trying to stay forward. We're actually going to cluster and overcommit because they do have the RP and the Wukong available.
He's faking the Wukong right now, but your AM is that for 20 more seconds. There's no room for you to go fight it now. You just wait for it. You just hex this or impale or whatever.
Oh, they tried to skew play instead. They tried to be fancy, and now they're going to lose Magnus straight away. They want to revive into this. Could be Wukong challenge. The board does connect 4 times as well, lock him in. But there's the bottom. The does come out from Magnus, but they hold up in place with the Soul Blade. Zai needs a big play here. Buyback's going to come out from Tusk as well. They hold the heart, but it wasn't cheap.
And as we said, Magnus does not need a level. He already has that blade. Honestly, he is the Shadow. Exactly. He instantly, as I was saying it, he instantly kills the Shadow Blade in his. There is no way for him to blink. Like, he bought that this last fight, he ports him, but he instantly gets hit by something and then by a ward, and he's useless. Like, he bought back for nothing. He's scared, and that's it. Like, he cannot blink in at any given point in this game properly without that Shadow Blade.
It's the big frustration of being a blink builder against Venomanthers. We usually see them go for like 4 stars and Shadow Blades instead.
Exactly. So he can't really afford to go for creeps, though his team definitely needs more utility. He can't go for creeps because he needs that Shadow Blade. He does not get it. He's never gonna have a decent RP in this map.
Name of the game still get anti-mage fat. Problem is Terrorblade still leads the pack. I guess we'll run out soon. And Secret, they're gonna have to get on the map and make a play.
They can go and take this Radiant jungle away from them. Perhaps smoke up and go like that. AM and Monkey are already there. Your own jungle is a little bit off limits.
A little bit of vision for both sides. Pretty close by here. But no one wants to play there. Like, that is the highly contested area. That's the rich boy area. Things coming out. Delivering cross. There's under target and Zai. The Magnus dead for 70 seconds. Back before not finding a digital kill on the outdoor as well. Just as the egg is being reclaimed, Secret thought they'd be able to move out of the base. Instead, they're going to be heading straight back towards it.
They did die on the side of the map, so because of that, it's not going to be that easy forward to go back in and push. Especially if Anti tries to go and creep skip mid, which is very surprising he hasn't been doing so far. I think that's one of the main things you do in a situation such as one of maybe is of being caught.
Yeah, like silenced. He has got the Manta now, though, so he could look to make those more aggressive plays. They need to defend this, though. They've got Wukong's available.
There's no Aegis, though, because they might be able to defend.
Yeah, there's no mid on right now, though. He's still not back in the base. In fact, I don't think he's even coming back at all. They're just 4 foot in the lane. Alright, he's finally right. This is way too late. Melee will go down and range will follow.
And that's one way of doing it, I guess. You just let them take it and you wait for that Magnus. Why fight without RP? Is that they don't really have any very clear. That's very a big problem for Team Secret right now. As if AM does not creep skip, there's no way you can't really even normal creeps, let alone heroes.
Things are going to get very worrying for mid one soon because UR is getting very close to the Heaven's Halberd.
You are towards the Heaven's Halberd while the Terrorblade's already finished the sacrifice, so you need that MK to deal with him. Proper way.
You
don't want to be building this.
He'll also have a BKB soon, and then look at mid one. He's going for the Maelstrom, and this feels like a very late point to be doing that.
Top lane, get out. Their way to maybe once Dreamstroke gets blend dagger, they're gonna be able to. hard. Very hard to catch that AM.
And at the moment, Secret, they're just kind of having to split what gold they can, right? AM is taking risks pushing there. You already see Monkey on the other side of the map. They're trying to give a little bit of space to Zai because they know how important his items are.
I think AM should be as cocky as possible, as should take a risk as possible on the inside of the map, because there just isn't enough space for all of them to farm on the dark side. And now they smoke up, they want to happen, and the meta is all for 50 seconds, so they just might find a floor too.
They're kind of dangling Nisha here as well, seeing if there's any response, any vision. And if not, they can just push on this bot tower, force to the suboptimal area of the map.
I just want to say I love the way SVG was moving around. He was basically just baiting and scouting for smoking there, nothing else. 100% the reason why he was moving. Even this sentry he just planted here, it's very obvious why he did it. He expected them to be smoked up. Yeah, you can see they aren't even committing to kill this observer. He put wards, they send illusions, and then they smoke up.
They're gonna respond here. They knew about anti-mage as well. Their deep ward spotted him. They went back to the base, which means there's not many people here. Mid one trying to push the tower, but he's gonna be stunned up. Let's go get the tower. Come on, at least finish it off. Look to move away now, but it's too late. He will go down.
Yeah, but that's so sad. That's your position 1. I mean, alright, position 2, whatever. Dying to a Slarzar in a few hits.
But at least he got the tower. Let's surprise nothing else.
Of course, he got the tower. That's something. That's the.
At least the rest of them got out as well. The rest of them did it correctly, but mid one was committed at that stage. I mean, arguably he could have got out, but it would have definitely been a deny if he'd low. Right now, it's just give money to the mage.
Yeah, there's a butterfly coming soon. Not, yeah, he bought the Eagle Song, so he's not gonna have that buy.
I think you find it too crippling at this stage. Like, you're approaching the point which your advantage starts to disappear, right? Which is anti-mage can get slotted quick. If Terrorblade is with you, you're not going to have an opportunity to get an item advantage, so you kind of have to buy out at this point.
He needs to push. He needs to creep skip, create skip for his team. He has these wards on the bottom, but the problem of these wards on the bottom is they're not going to help you. The rush is up. The rush is up in 3 seconds. So once that happens, Radiant has obvious advantage because they have the vision. They've taken control of the Garage jungle, and they're just going to take it for with Corrosive Haze. We have a smoke up coming from Secret. They want to do something about it. It's so difficult. It's so difficult.
Full niche push in bot as well. So someone has to respond to that push in, especially with the catapult as well. That's a lot of chip damage. But right now, would hesitate to return to the base.
I think the way they should have done it is like the last one. Nisha should have pressured the bottom lane a bit more, but instead they're gonna fight.
RP comes out, looking at the Terrorblade, Snowball to lock him in place, delivering Croc to cover him, the BKB, first move, Magpies comes out, Bushman's connected on Animate, John, Kapu walking up, finally putting to safety, or is he safe? The Magpies going, he's gonna go low. They've already lost 3 heroes and 3 for the base, what got left? He did buy out on the end, 673 gold, short buyback. They've got
I don't think that's gonna...
I don't think it's gonna scare them, right?
Yeah. I don't think they too much. They're just going...
They'll realize it. They saw what he'd purchased as well. Anti-Mage was alive long enough that someone got an eye. They go straight for the throne, and it looks like 4. They may have actually dragged this out to a game 3.
Definitely does look that way. Magnus is up in fire. He has no speed. The only thing that he can is he can empower the monkey, and then you can use that Wukong's perhaps for the best.
You're gonna have to. Here he's the flip as well. They need to stop the Terrorblade right now. Wukong's gonna come into effect. Nice one going on. Terrorblade forced up for his science. Not the Monkey King, he can't stand his ground. Finger's not enough. Resolution's gonna live. Snowball through. Walrus punch in the air. They just can't bring him down. He turns around. And that may be it. Monkey King with a buyback. Zai trying to move away, but too late. GG. Secret. They're going to have to take this to the first game and see if they can actually bounce back from this. Because Ford, he juggled them beautifully with this resolution, Terror.
I just don't see Magnus working that well in pro games or in pubs any longer. Like, he was good. He's good still with Jug or PA, let's say, but just picking him and then comboing